Okay, we're recording for 6th grade state test, going over the hardest questions and looking at the sample answers. All right, so let's start that. And let's see where the simple answers are. Okay, so this is not this is the one without the sample answers. So 2016, we need the one with sample answers. So all right, this is it. The first question was, what is the first question number?
57.
Question number
57.
57. Let's go. So that interesting question, right? So what are we dealing with? We're dealing, okay, so a farmer stacked hay bales. The length of the and the width of each hay bale are shown below. Okay, so we have that. The volume of each hay bale is the farmer stacks 8 hay bales on top of it. Now that what is the height in feet of the stacked hay bale? Okay, so we just have to find that height, right? By doing, hold on one second. Okay, I hope we're gonna cut out that long pause, but that's what we have to do. Or at least my student here had the time to actually do the question. So what do we have to do? We have to take the volume, right? Since volume formula is length times width times height, right? And we have the volume and we have the length and the width, we're just gonna solve for height, right? We're gonna multiply length times width, which is 1 and 1/3 times 4, right? Which is 3, 4, which is 4/3 times 4, which is 16/3. And then we're going to divide our volume by that length times width, by that answer. So 10 and 3 and 2 over 3 is going to be 32 over 3 divided by 16/3, right? Which we're gonna do keep change flip on, right? And look how well it all reduces. Look, boom, 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 boom. This becomes 1, this becomes 2, and all the other ones are 1, so it becomes a 2.
Yeah.
So since it became the 2 for multiply that answer by 8, why? Because, well, they said 8, and we cannot really miss that, right? Sometimes students just get the answer and they're happy and they're just like skipping everything and moving on, but no, we have to do this, okay? All right. So the answer is going to be 2 times 8, which is 16. All right, let's look over the answers and see what was there. So the 16, we confirmed that, right? And now, oh, look at that perfect cursive writing. Do you see that? That looks like I don't know, this person is supposed to like write novels. Wow, that's great. Okay, so what is that x has to do there? Okay, it's just like times height probably. Okay, divide, x equals 2, oh, look at those, look at this speed. Like, what is that? Oh my God, like that, but much better. I want to write like that. Okay, so next, comparing to this, right? So less times width times height, this, that, multiply, divide, boom, 2 times 8, 16. The only thing is that everything is like so slanted here, but it's okay. That's correct, and the job is done. All right, so what is here? Done, multiply that, divide, you get 2. Someone wanted like to skip every single step, you know, like just to like, I'm gonna write everything that's only needed, right? So I'm gonna multiply, I'm gonna skip the step where I'm converting 1 1/3 into 4/3, right? Although everything is super correct, so you cannot blame the guy for being smart and like, you know, short, but everything is correct and the work is shown. Can't really do anything. All right. Okay. Next. Next is found the 2, and then there is no. You see, I told you that some people they forget. Yeah, they forget to multiply, and you have to actually pay attention at everything. And yes, everything is good, but it's 1 out of 2. Can I get a full credit? Obviously, you can't. Okay, what is that? This is length times width times height. Didn't get the correct answer. So the calculation errors. But look at this. Nothing is right here, right? But at the same time, got 1. Got 1 point. Got 1 point for some sort of a work, maybe for knowing that it's length times width times height, you know. And did you have to divide? Probably just like for knowing the concept, right? But definitely wrong calculations. All right, next. Multiply goal. Okay, so look at those like random calculations. Like, what is it? 768 over 2,300 and whatever 4. Boom, toon, 16. I think it's the copied answer, to be honest. I don't see how it is, like how it gets to 16 properly, and it was such a pain to actually like try to understand this. So, all right, moving on into okay.
2 is height of 1 neighbor.
Yeah, and 16. Look at this.
But they still got 0.
Yeah.
Oh.
No work,
I
probably.
thought they should get at least 1 because they got the answer right.
Yeah, got the answer right, and 2 over here, but it looks like a copied answer. Yeah. You know, how are you gonna get 16? You know, it's no, 2 times 8. You see, like just copied the last step of someone's work. All right, and there's more. Okay, so you see now. Oh, yeah, and all of a sudden it's 16, right? 36 plus 4. It's just randomly added up to 16. Of course it's 0, even though the answer is correct. Okay, that's it. All right, well, we're going into the next question, number 58. So let's do it first by ourselves, and then we'll see. A square with one side length represented by the expression is shown below. Use the properties of operations to write 3 different equivalent expressions to represent the lengths of the other 3 sides of the square. One of your expressions should contain only 2 terms. Okay, so we know that all sides of a square are equal, right? So all we have to do is just to write other 3 versions of this. Maybe we can first use the distributive property and just write it down. Look, this one, let's say that this side will be 18x, right? Look, plus 48 plus 32 plus 12. Okay? This side we can name, we can do as just combine maybe some like terms, not all of them. Oh, that's x. Maybe we can combine just x's, right? Like let's say 18x and 12x, that's 30x. So 30x plus 48 plus 32. And then the final one would be when we combine everything and we get only 2 terms left. 30x plus 80, because 48 plus 32 is 80. This is it. That was the whole thing. That was the whole thing. Show your work. I guess they wanted to, like, I could have written all of that, yeah, all of that on the bottom, yeah. And answer would be all of them. Okay, so it's just extra writing. I would do it. Obviously, I would do it. Do we have to write 3 or 4? 3, right? Why there's 4 of them here? I don't know. Okay, so that's exactly what we did. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, it's a 3-point. It's a 3-point question. Look at that. That's a 3-pointer. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Right? That's surprisingly easy. Toon, toon, toon. Yeah, also 3 out of 3. Didn't even write everything in the answer. Look.
Yeah.
And still got 3 out of 3. A little are organized, but this is correct. This is not correct because this just one of them disappeared. Like, where's 48?
Yes. That's
And
That's 2 out of 3.
yeah, 2 out of 3. Yeah, okay. I would even give, to be honest, 1. All right, so this one just came up with a different type of like distribution there. But 6 times 40 is 240, not 80. So a little weird. I can't believe that's going to be 2. Wow. Just for that. Just for that answer. All right. This missed one. Just missed one. Distributed well. Got 1. Correct. Got 2. Probably counted the original 1 as 1. So missing 1 more. That actually deserves a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is, you know. And it is. This is a clear 2. Just forgot to do 1 more. Yeah. Yeah. We get that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just wrong calculations. But look at this. Distributive property done properly. Look at this. 18x, 48, 32, 12. That's a well-distributed thing. But how did you get 66x though? Just added 18 and 48. 18x cannot be added with the regular number 48. Those are unlike terms. You're not allowed to add unlike terms. Only x's with x's and regulars with regulars. All right, so 1 out of 3 for correct distribution. Distribution done correctly. Okay. Everything else is incorrect. 1 out of 3 you get for the right distribution. Okay. Yes, but forgot to multiply 6 times 8, you see?
Yeah.
Got just 8.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you get 1?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay. Okay, I agree. Because the intentions of actually, if
Yeah.
actually, you know what? You know what's funny? If this person did everything right except just misdistributed.
Yeah.
Because look at this. Added correct terms, right? Added these two terms that are correct into a 30, right? Everything is correct except distribution. And got a,
1.
yeah. Just put different numbers outside for no reason. 110. The square length is 110. How do you know? No, that's wrong. What else? Just edit everything. Just edit everything. She's like, I'm gonna add everything. That's it. Doesn't matter. X, no X. Who cares? Who cares? All right. Can we do one more real quick?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. I'm gonna do it. Do you have that? Do you have that question or no?
Yeah.
Okay. A carpenter built 3 bookcases A, B, C to stand next to each other along the wall. The total length of the wall is 456 centimeters. The carpenter will build 2 more bookcases D and E along the same wall. Those 2 books will have equal widths. Because A, B, C are shown. Okay, so this is easy.
Yeah, I got.
All you have to do is just add them,
Yeah.
subtract them from 456, and divide by 2. Yeah.
Got 61.
All right, that was easy. That's fancy. 3-point question.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, but 3-point question is supposed to be the harder questions.
Yeah.
Also fancy. Hold on one second. But did you write the equation? You didn't write the equation.
Oh, you have to do equation.
Look, they say
So
write and solve an equation.
So it would be W equals.
I would write it, no. I would write like this.
D or E.
I would write it like this.
D.
456, that's how I would do it. 456
Yeah. Minus.
equals to
It equals to
132 plus 94 plus 108 plus W plus W. Like that.
Really?
That's how I would write it, yeah. You don't have to be fancy. All right, and this is it. And then you see someone just did the same thing, but instead of writing plus W, just wrote 2W.
Yeah,
It's okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. 2 out of 3, what is it? No, wrong equation. This is not an equation. Equation is supposed to have something that's unknown. So, no equation. Oh, that's my type of equation, you see?
Yeah.
So equation is correct. Calculations is wrong.
How?
Damn. Those are such an easy calculations.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you see? Yeah. Just subtracted wrong. Okay.
They forgot to divide by 2.
And subtracted wrong, I think. Yeah, it's just
Yeah, they forgot to divide by 2.
or not. Hold on. No, it would be 61. Yeah, you just divide by 2. Okay, that's why I get 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
But hold on, was there equation though? A, B, C plus W.
Like
Oh, no other W though?
465.
456, boom, 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 boom. No equation. No equation, and the answer is wrong. So, 1.
334 minus 456 is 112.
Yeah, huh. Yeah, it was supposed to be probably like this. And also, there are two of them. Like, how come it doesn't, like, look, if your W is 112, right? You're supposed to think that, okay, this is
It's
112 and this is 112, but those is not, they're not gonna be 456, right? Like, it's gonna be much more. So it has to somehow trigger you. Okay.
What?
I don't know. I think this deserves a zero.
Yeah.
Nothing. Just
I was completely
just dividing by two is the only thing that you know here.
I was completely wrong.
That's why I tell all of my students, even if you don't know how to do anything, just write something. Maybe you'll hit like for 1 point. You know, don't leave it blank. I mean, by something I didn't mean like something like this. You know, use some numbers. There's W. Work with this. This. You know, work with stuff.
At least when I'm in division.
Wow.
12.
Wow. 12,300. Yeah, man. That's close.
I mean, you automatically know it has to be less than 456.
Exactly. Exactly. So, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. Oh, that's it. That's it. All right, we'll finish here. We're not going to go over the next question. We're going to go back and do it probably next class if we have time before the state test, but for now.